Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Yes, I know I haven't uploaded in like a week, but here we are. Best thing I could find to upload was a Hello Neighbor video. So recently I've beaten Act 3. And I did it with 2 out of the 3 abilities. Those being the invisible crouch and the push. So I'm gonna teach you how to beat Hello Neighbor Act 3 with just the invisible crouch and the push ability. I'm gonna teach you how to do it. So you're gonna start off normal. And also this could be a guide on how you can get to Act Finale as well. But soon I will make an Act Finale guide as well. Alright, we're in the game. Okay, so this act has a lot of puzzles, but you don't need to do all of them. Here's the method. So first, you're going to get 2 boxes and this chair. Now, you're going to grab this can. So basically what you're going to do is bait the neighbor out of your house, out of his house. You're going to go right here, break his window. When he sees you, he's going to run and find you. Now, with the box, charge up your throw. When the neighbor comes, throw the box at him. Now make sure you have the chair in your hand while you're running. Go here. Block off the door. Now, go over here. You're going to want to do it to the other doors as well. So the neighbor can't get back into his house. Still, somehow the neighbor got in. So now, you're going to want to go right here. You're going to hit this golden apple. That's going to open. Now, flip this. Make sure you do charge up that throw. Charge it up so it hits the switch. Now, get the blue key. Now, we're just gonna reset the act. So that way it can become daytime. There you go. So now, once you have acquired the key, you're gonna go over here, unlock the blue door. You can break that if you want. Next, you are gonna need some boxes. So see this electrical current right here, or the electrical box. We need to get to that. So now there's usually a lot of puzzles you can do if you want to normally get there. But for this run, we're going to use boxes to get up there. Oh yeah, and if you want, you can go over here and unlock that. Unlock this. And turn his cameras off so he can't watch you. So now just continue stacking the boxes, which I am for some reason terrible at. So most of the things I'm going to do in this act do require, like, the boxes. So now, you're going to see there's a crowbar in there. You're going to have, like, a short frame to grab the crowbar. So you got to be fast if you want to catch and get the crowbar. This is needed to get into the neighbor's basement. So, you gotta do it fast, but efficiently. Which, for some reason, I suck at doing. But yeah, you're just gonna wanna try and click it fast. Or, because we have the magnet, you can try and use like the electric magnet to get a bit of a leverage. Okay, so as you can see, we have the crowbar in our possession. As you can see, it's like red hot. So we're gonna pick it up with the magnet. The way over to our house. Once you're in the house, you're gonna want to get the crowbar or put it over the shower. As you can see, the crowbar's changing color to a gray color. Now the reason this happens is because it was red hot and now it's not. So next you need this watering can. did the neighbor go? Where did he go? Where is he? Neighbor? What? What? Doing something? And I'm recording. Sorry about that. Where are we? Oh yeah, neighbor. Baiting the neighbor out of his house. So yeah. Want to try and get the neighbor. I don't know where he's going. Like, oh, like decent away from his house. Close the door. Now you're gonna want to block off like the doors again. But yeah, bait him out of his house. And just try and lock him out. Which is a bit hard. But you are gonna need this watering can. Now this is the annoyer here. So in this fridge, there's gonna be a key card that's frozen in ice. Normally you would have to do a puzzle and turn off the generator, which would melt the ice. But this other way is a little bit faster, so you don't have to solve all the puzzles and look up a lot of guides. You're gonna want to fill up your watering can with water. Now put it over so it gets hot. When the watering can gets hot, you spray it on. And as you can see, the ice will melt. Now there's some points where, even though you're in the neighbor's house, there will be points where the neighbor just doesn't care. Now, this is a little bit of a long process, I know, but if the neighbor just doesn't care that you're here, the process is easy. He's right there and I'm not getting detected. which is a clear sign the neighbor doesn't care. And no, I did not mod my game to make the neighbor not care. Now, this is a bit of a long, tedious process, I know. Of just going back and forth. But it's worth it in the end if you want to beat Act 3. We're almost there. As you can see, card in our possession. Now that's all you need it for. Now, I'm gonna go around here. So now the neighbor does kind of care now that we are done with the watering can process. The neighbor's just like, oh, he's just filling up his watering can. I don't care. Now he's just. So we're gonna open that. Get into the house. Now we are gonna take this umbrella. So this is the first ability we are going to acquire, which is the invisible sneak ability from the Fear Supermarket minigame. So what you need is these, the OJ, the apple juice, the pickles. So now there's 5 items you need to get. Because of there being like 5 items, you're gonna have to make like multiple trips. to your shopping cart. So now there's one more item you need.
D33 to counter 7, please. D33 to counter 7.
Which is this can of jam. Now with like a full shopping cart, it is kind of hard to put all the stuff in. Especially when you're playing Hello Neighbor and it's physics objects. Because its physics like suck. So now you're just going to push the cart. All the way over the end of the rack. But make sure you look back in the video to make sure you've got like the right items. Because it's, oh my. For some reason the game just does that. It just does this thing. Like where it just physics implodes on itself. Yeah, like physics would just implode. Also, that's what happens when you touch one of the red mannequins. You get sent back here. But to stop the mannequins from trying to get you, you're gonna invisible crouch. Now what to do when this physics glitch happens, you're gonna have to go back and get all the physics objects again. Yeah, I encountered this glitch, like, where the physics objects just implode. Hopefully, like, Tiny Build, fixes that.
D33 to counter 7, please. D33 to counter 7.
Like, the apple juice just won't get in the cart. Yeah, that's just how terrible the physics objects are in this game. But hey, that's Hello Neighbor. So you're gonna push it up here. This mannequin here is gonna check to make sure you had the right things. If it does, the front gate will open. If not, the floor underneath will kill you. And you'll have to do that minigame all over again. So now, we have the invisible crouch. So now here comes the next thing. Now, go to the party room area. You're gonna want to unlock this place. also just gonna turn off his cameras. And what this yellow key does is unlocks this, which makes easy access to boxes when we need them. Now, we are going to use a chair. We're going to go into this upside down door. Go in here. And do this. Now, when you are running on the railroad tracks here, make sure you have your umbrella out. Because if you fall, you're dead. The umbrella will stop you from the death. Now, here's the next thing you're gonna do. We need boxes again. Now, with these boxes, we're gonna go right about here and start stacking them. Now you may have to go a little back and forth a few times, but it's worth it because we need to get up onto that roof. Now, since the box stack is getting a little high, you are going to want to have to be careful. So once you get up here, you're going to find this wrench. Jump back down onto the rails. Get your umbrella. Now with this wrench, unlock this. Oh, and before you go up there, make sure you take a box. Now that may fall, but we don't need those anymore. Now, you're gonna see these like grown like tomato plants, but just hop over them. Normally you need a gramophone to shrink these to go past, but whatever. Now drop a box in here. As you can see, that wind turbine is going to stop. Now, what did this do? Well, go back to the station place where... Also, yeah, just beware. There's some things where you would like fall through the track or something. I don't know why that does happen. It just kinda happens. So yeah, just crappy Hello Neighbor logic. That's just what it is. Crappy Hello Neighbor logic. Where Nikki just has like these massive jumps. So now once you get into here, you're gonna find an opening where the boxes were. Now you're gonna need to get up there. Once you're up here, you will acquire the green key. Because if you didn't do what we just did with the box and the wind turbine, you couldn't get it because of this magnet. Now, what do you do with this green key? Well, go back down to the base floor of the house. Like, right about here. Break this open with the wrench or any object. Unlock this door. And we're going to be put into another fear minigame. This one is Fear School. get past Fear School, when this... So, you're gonna wait for the next bell to ring. Just kind of watch what I do. And you should understand. Just kind of wait for the bell. Now, move. Kinda. So don't let the mannequin catch you. Because if you get caught, you're hooked. Now, when the mannequins are moving, stay in the locker. When the mannequins stop moving, you can go. Which is right about now. So yeah, just know the pattern. When the mannequins are moving, get in the locker. When the mannequins stop moving, you are good to go. Now just get to the door. Now you're gonna see this bed. And you're just gonna push him over. And boom, you got the push ability. Now that you have done that, go back to your house, and you're gonna get the crowbar. I don't know what the hell that was. I'm pretty sure that was the truck. So just get your crowbar and go over to the neighbor's house. Now, if he does spot you, it is a bit of a problem. Now, with the crowbar, you're gonna want to remove these. Which is kind of hard to do. Are gonna want to get a chair, something if you want to stop the neighbor. Just do that if the neighbor's in your way. It's blocking the way. Now, boom, you're in Act 3 basement. So now, the reason why you're gonna want these abilities, the push and the invisible crouch, you'll see. So, you're also gonna want to take this TV. So, I'll demonstrate what happens if you don't use the invisible crouch. So there's just gonna be this shadow guy right here. If you don't invisible crouch, he's gonna kill you. as you can see. So, now I'm going to show you what happens when you use invisible crouch. But yeah, do take that TV. You do need that for one point in this basement. Now just stay invis crouched. When this thing is here, go by and for its music to stop. Just stay invis crouched. Boom. Once the shadow monster passes, go through here. Now, do grab this chair. Go through here. Break open the bricks. Now, you do need the third ability for this, which is the double jump. But with the TV and chair, stack them on top of each other. And just get on top. You will be able to climb over the fence. Ha! Now with the push ability, just push down the neighbor. And boom. You're in here and the neighbor can't follow you. Which is like, it's just like the Act 1 chase, but without the neighbor. And you're gonna see this door. Go into it, and boom, you have completed Act 3. Now, Act Finale is where things